I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. As closing government, we do not understand why opening opposition cries so much about how they want to give people another option for beauty standards. That means in this side of the house, they want to create another beauty standards. So they want to create an Asian beauty standard, a Western beauty standard, a beauty standard for Black people. And we believe that is going to oppress women even more, going to give them more expectation for these people, which we do not understand why. And as closing government, we would like to aggressively oppose this, and we want to demolish any we would like to demolish any beauty standard that ever existed, starting from the K-pop industry itself. Okay, before I move on to my extensions, I would like to give several rebuttals according to the opening opposition. 3 rebuttals. Number 1, they don't want to change beauty standards, but they want to give them another option. By this statement, we believe that they have failed to actually stand beside the feminist movement itself. Why? Because as a feminist movement, they have failed to actually follow the third wave of feminism itself, where we do not want a patriarchy, where we want these women to actually can do what they want, can have their own beauty standards. They don't need those beauty standards because they themselves are their own beauty, and therefore we believe that they should not do that. Then any other business into the beauty standard do not has to exist. And number 2, they have stated about how K-pop are just follow supply and demand that existed in these industries. Where two responses regarding this. Number 1, the demands now are practically progressive, where people want more relatable things, more than the things that they want to see, like skinny girls or girls in short skirts and etc. Okay, even if that these kind of demand exists, the K-pop industry just simply confirms that these beauty standards are indeed true. They confirms that, therefore they create those beauty standards. They help to create those beauty standards because they keep up to this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, third of all, they also state this. The first speaker also stated about on how that the nature of the K-pop industry, how the K-pop culture, the K-pop public image, how they influence. They have a new wave of entertainment in the society. Well, if indeed that they want to have entertainment, then why do bring beauty standards into this, ladies and gentlemen? Then having a skinny body with double lids ladies and good nose is not necessary in the entertainment. All you need is good music, good line stories, and we have never seen any K-pop idols who are actually plus size, right? Therefore, that actually proves to you how these K-pop industries are oppressing women, how they are very toxic, and therefore we do not want it. So 2 extensions in my speech. Number 1 is how the portrayal of what we want to achieve and how bad the K-pop industry really is, and number 2 on how we are going to impact to other beauty standards at the end of the day when we actually demolish these beauty standards from the K-pop industries. Okay, moving to my first extension. Firstly, I would like to explain a little bit about how the 3 wave of feminism movement existed in the world. The first wave is about suffrage, and the second wave is about equal pay, and the third wave is about a patriarchy. Okay, let's talk about the second wave, that is equal pay. So as the world knows, it has been facing a lot of protests on how the women have been treated differently in companies, how behavior changed just because they are women, and that also being paid less just because they are women is also this trait. And this phenomenon also happened in the K-pop industry, where the K-pop industry, not long ago, there has been a scandal on how women actresses, the highest women actress is paid less than the highest male actress. For example, Jun Ji-hyun herself, which is she is one of the best-selling actresses with a very expensive payment, but she still get paid less than the highest male actress, which already shows to you how they have an unequal pay in the industry to begin with. So other than the existence of unequal beauty standards that this K-pop industry creates, they also have those they also creates that bad equal pay, bad equal pay, and this is also a massive case, but it shows how they still carries this problem, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, moving on to the third wave about patriarchy. When we talk about K-pop industries, they say that they are focusing on entertainment and etc. But people now they still but these K-pop industries still have beauty standards, and we believe that they deserve to be as beautiful as they want, but not those beauty standards that are skinny chicks that have no business being in this entertainment sectors. Let's talk about body economy, where body autonomy, where people are allowed to do what they want. Let's take an example of Jisoo. Jisoo, before she was in Blackpink, she dressed in baggy clothes and etc. But now she wears a dress. That already shows to you how these women are being shaped like that because of the standard that they create. Second extension on how the impact is going to be better in outside of the house. We characterize this K-pop industries is very popular in this era, right? Therefore, it influenced a lot of people. It influenced other industries too. And we oppose aggressively with a massive movement that we create. We are going to have many followers from other people because of let's see how the status quo is very progressing, how people starting to realize that we want more relatable people to see it in our TV, in our magazines, that by this and we opposing the K-pop industries, then those people are going to follow us. They're going to put them, they are going to come with us, oppose this aggressively, and put these K-pop industries in the edge to force them to change their standards in order to make female bodies more relatable to most people, ladies and gentlemen. And by this characterization of how popular these K-pop industries are, other industries also see them as somewhat as an example on how they want to create more relatable visual for models and for pop era. So when these K-pop industries starting to change their standards to actually give more relatable bodies, other standard that has been existed in other industries will gradually change. We say gradually because this change is not going to be fast. We agree that it is going to be slow, but at least in outside of the house, change actually happens, and we believe that brings a lot of good than harms. Therefore, we close with this. I beg you to propose. Thank you.
Alright, I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, the honorable judges and all audience. I would like to start by clarifying this House belief that we should not, the feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. Let me tell you what they have failed to prove. The main reason, even in the beginning, why do we need beauty standard in the beginning? Because opposition keep talking about beauty standard and that their goal is to have beauty standard in every race and ethnicity. This is a worst solution ever, because why do we put people in many categories when they could be whatever they want? They are beautiful in their unique way. Alright, in my speech, I would like to highlight and point out what exactly the faults of the other team and why we are better and should win this debate. From the opposition team, first, they mentioned that the blame should not be only on the K-pop industry, but look at the reality. Just as they mentioned, K-pop industry is the trend. It is the number one. It is the highlight. So it is their responsibility as a role model, that as the people, as the society that look up to be portraying good things, not the horrible issues like the beauty standards and others. And that implying that all of the issues is happening because of the K-pop industry, and that is why we aggressively opposing on that matter. Second, They mention the K-pop industry does not only affect beauty standard, but the K-pop industry also showcase other things such as their talent and achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the reality. The issue here is that the beauty standard is keep on growing and toxic, where the women and all the people keep putting in this box, and if they have really managed to prove that the K-pop industry have managed to showcase achievement, then where it is. The problem still in the standard, in the beauty standard, not where the K-pop managed to achieve so many great things. That means they have failed to prove that, and that is not a strong argument. They even admit that the K-pop industry is all about rating and profit, that they are implying that without showcasing this beauty standard, they would not get the profit and rating. How horrible of a solution that is. It is also could be even seen on the reality and look at our status quo, where the problem is more on the glorify of the beauty standard and not where the K-pop industry managed to inspire the society. Now I would like to moving on why our set of parameter and solution is appropriate and reasonable comparing to the opening government. Our case is best because we support and mention and giving all of the solution in the three waves of feminism. The three important things that the feminism is really one. First, just as the first speaker from my team mentioned, suffrage. Second, equal pay. And third, patriarchy. To summarize, our solution is that we want to demolish all beauty standards because every people is beauty and unique in their own way, and they should not be put in only this small box like beauty in Asian, beauty in Western. They should be just beautiful. By starting with K-pop industry, because as I mentioned, they are the highlight right now. So they are having the responsibility to portray those good things, and we believe that the main issue, if we tackle this main issue by opposing aggressively on the K-pop first, the K-pop industry, then the other industries such as in Japan or in other popular industry, they would follow because the K-pop industry is now the trend, and since they have been looked up to, the other would follow as they lead. Now comparing our best scenario. Our best scenario, we can gradually demolish beauty standard, but in opening government side of the house, they only want to demolish K-pop, and opening side, in their best case, they have beauty standard in every ethnicity and race. While in our world, none of this issue even exists at the first place because we want to demolish all this beauty standard, all this issue in the first place. And since that, we believe that our solution is the proper and more reasonable solution. Now, just as the speaker mentioned, why we really want to aggressively and putting much more pressure on this K-pop industry, because they are the highlight, they are the number one trend right now. And if we could aggressively put on this solution, then the others would also pay attention and realize that the problem could be solved just by starting in this K-pop industry. This main issue, this big company, if we manage to bring that highlight, that attention to all the people, then we are managed to bring a better math solution, just as we mentioned, more diversity and more inclusive. We believe we should win this debate. This house believes that feminist movement should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. I raise my case. Thank you.